Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today our topic is module in Python, and in the previous video we have learned about function in Python, and we have also covered few programs such as addition master and user authentication function. Link will be provided in the description so that you all can visit over there if you haven't visited yet. Now let's begin with today's topic. Now, what module is? So, module can be defined as a code library in which a function or more than one function are defined and can be used just by including it in your application or program. Let's understand that thing. You made a module for addition, subtraction, and division. Now you want to make a new module for calculation. That means for addition, subtraction, multiplication, as well as division. Then you only have to make a function for multiplication, and the rest three can be imported simply. Let's see all these things in action. So for that, let's open a new Python file. So right click over here and new, and then Python file. Let's name it as time. Now, why we have written time over here, the file name as time? Because we are going to display the current time. So for that, let's import a predefined module, that is time module. So now here we will just print what? We'll print the current time. So time dot ctime. So ctime, we got ctime. Now we'll simply right click over here and we'll simply run time. So we got the current time, that is Tuesday, September 1st, the date as well as 2020. So we got the current time. So by using this module, you can see how easily we have made a program for displaying a time. Now let's see how to create a user defined module. So for that, let's take a new file. So we'll name the file as greeting. Now we'll define a function by our own. So user defined function. So we'll define it as greet. Let's suppose we'll pass one parameter, what? Name. And inside this we'll simply return what? We'll return a string. What string? Welcome, with a space, and we will concatenate this with the variable name, and that's it. Now we'll take one new Python file where we can import this particular module. Which module? Greeting. We will import this particular module. So for that, let's take a new Python file named as demo. So we'll simply import what? We'll import greeting. Now we'll take a variable name. Inside this name we'll call what? We'll call that function. Which function? Greet. Inside this file greeting. So first greeting dot what? Greet. So greet, and inside this we'll pass a name. So let's suppose the name is Bob. Now what we'll do, we'll simply print this variable over here, but that is name. Now we will right click and we'll run demo. We got welcome Bob. So this is the small example of the module. Now we'll go for some big example. So for that, let's take a new Python file, and here we will calculate. We'll calculate what? We'll calculate addition. We will add two numbers, we will subtract two numbers, we will multiply two numbers, we will divide two numbers. So in this particular module we'll have four different functions. So let's name it as calculation. Now we will define a function add over here, which will take two parameters. Let's suppose a comma b. Why a comma b? Simply we will just return a plus b from here, as we have done in our previous lectures. Now let's copy this particular function and we'll paste it 4 times. We'll just change the name. So from add, we will change it as sub for subtraction, mul for multiplication. So we'll change the sign also. So multiply and div for division. Sorry, we'll take small d. So div for division, and we'll use the sign slash over here. Now our module has been created. Now we'll take one new Python file. Let's suppose the name is demo2. Now we will import what? We will import that file. What file? Calculation. So we'll import this file. Now we'll take a variable name as a, and inside this a we'll simply call the function add. So for that we first have to call the file name. So calculation dot add. Inside this add we'll pass two variables. Two integers. So one is for a variable and the other is for b variable. So it's showing a and b. So now we'll simply print a. Now right click and run demo. So we got 30. We can also change this function from add to div for dividing, and again we will just run this demo 2. So we got our result. Now can we remove this calculation from here? Yes, we can do that. How? By using from key. So from whatever the file name is, so file name is calculation. So calculation, import whatever we want to import. We want to import div. What in this particular calculation file, how many functions are there? There are 4 functions: add, division, multiplication and subtraction. So we can import one function as well as we can import more than one function. For importing one function, we just have to use add for importing one function. If you want to import subtraction function, which is sub, so we can also do that. For importing multiply, we can do that like this, and for importing divide, we can do like this. But if you want to import each and every function from here, so we just have to use this star keyword. Now here we are using div, so we are using div over here. So we'll remove star and we will use div. Now we can remove calculation from here, and now if I right click and run demo, again we got the same output. Now if I replace div from a star and I will use add, so let's see, we got a result. So basically there are 2 ways for importing a module. One is this, simply import and the file name, and the second one is this, from file name and import, and how much function we want to import, we just have to define it over here. And if you want to import each and every function from the file, we just have to use star. So these are basically 2 ways for importing the module. Now if you like the video, give a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe my channel for more such video. If you have any kind of doubt regarding this particular topic, please bring that in the comment section, and thank you all.